Hey Renegade! One of the most frequent recommendations on my first Ren reaction, Hi Ren, was the Tale of Jenny and Screech. So that's what we're going to look at today. Before we start, this video is sponsored by myself, music coach, guitar teacher, singing teacher. I can help with music production or songwriting, but mainly I'm focusing on get you to that point where you're proud of sharing your talent. So whether you're just starting out, you played a little bit in the past, you're busy professionally, you want to reconnect with that passion, let me know, click that link below, book a free discovery call and we'll take it from there. Okay, let's get into Ren and the Tale of Jenny and Screech. Ooh. Very baroque. Another life. Love it.
It was a quiet dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny walked alone, she was dragging her feet, she was heading back home to sleep.
Oh no, like a
well,
reggae
she
vibe.
knew this town, she knew this floor, because she walked it about 1,000 times before she wanted to escape. Can you blame? Well, on the very same night, in a different place, there walked this hooded young youth by the name of James. He was 14 years old and out of his brain, he'd been smoking ganja with the boys. James, he grew up to be a kid of the street. His mates called him Screech, he was quick on his feet. He was a liar, a thief, at 14 years old, the devil had set his sights on his soul. As Jenny walked home all alone, she felt scared. Usually she was alright, but it was like there was something in the air. A divine intervention telling her to beware, maybe intuition bogging her and making her so scared. Sirens sound in the distance to the beat of Jenny's feet. A symphony of the night that echoes crime on London streets. Jenny turns a corner, their eyes they meet. A poor girl Jenny, a boy named Screech. Give me all your money, bitch, give it to me. If you cooperate, then you'll soon be free. I want your purse, your phone, don't fucking look at me. I mean it. Bitch, are you listening to me? Jenny freezes statue like a lady shakes stalactite. Feel like liquid nitrogen in the dark night. She tried to find strength to move, but stayed as still as a statue in high-heeled shoes. What the hell you playing at? You playing games with me? I swear to fucking God, I'll slice the rosy off your cheeks. You think I don't mean it, girl? You don't know me. The last thing you see will be a boy code. Screech reached with the sheath of the blade with the teeth that could bite through steel and slice concrete, and he swung possessed with the devil in his chest, and the statue she was turned to butter in her breath. It was a quiet dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny lay still on the cold concrete, she's found somewhere to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, 'cause she'd walked it about 1,000 times before. I guess that she escaped. It's such a shame.
Wait, it's not over? Wait, let me take a quick pause here. Wait, so is this like a multiple part series, The Tale of Jenny and Screech? Just first impressions. I love how he recorded this in the little street in London. Again, live performance. It started with very almost like, I want to say medieval, but more like baroque guitar playing, and then he transitioned into this more like swing, almost kind of reggae vibe with the singing, this sort of thing he was doing there. And he's telling the story about this Jenny being attacked by some Screech, some guy with a knife, perhaps. I know it because I live in London. Some parts of London can be pretty dodgy and pretty dangerous. I have a police officer friend who tells me about all the stuff that goes down here, and it's sometimes not very nice. So I guess that's the atmosphere he's describing. let's continue. It's a long one, so I'm going to take a few pauses. Let's see where this is going. I'm really intrigued now. Slightly out of tune, different guitar with nylon strings now. Let me also make a switch. Whew. Going back to the theme. So he's telling it from the other perspective now, I guess?
Our story, it starts right at the end. At the life of poor Jenny, clocked out like Big Ben. Dear Screech, dear boy, where did he go? He melted into the black night just like snow. Patrick, man, let me in, please open the door. I think I fucked up, Patrick, really fucked up, man, I'm not sure. I got crazy, left this lady lying still on the floor. I think I killed her, Patrick, come on, man, I can't knock no more.
Wow.
But Screech kept on knocking till his knuckles became sore. But there's no sign of Patrick down at number 54. No refuge for our villain, for the bitter hands of fate, with something far more sinister in mind that does away.
Wow. Wow, he's enacting the whole thing.
Hey, babe, you in? Nah, nothing really, I'm just a bit tired, listen. Can I swing around yours for a few moments? I just really miss you, babe. What the fuck do you mean you're busy? You fucking bitch! For fuck's sake!
Oh my god.
Siren sounds approaching like a banshee in the night. The shrill cry of justice cutting like the sharpest knife. But Screech was never one to run, not one to miss a fight. One hand upon his blade, he turned to face the blue lights. Come on then, you fucking cunts, let's fucking have you then. I am Screech, I'm the boss, I'm the ender of men. You think that uniform you're wearing means that you own these streets? These are my fucking streets, and they call me fucking Screech. Richard was an officer who stood at 6'3", working London on the night shift. What he didn't think he'd see was a boy running at him like an animal possessed. With no time to hesitate, he fired 4 bullets at Screech's chest.
Wow. This is so brilliant.
Our story, it ends right at the start. Young Screech and poor Jenny lying 1 street apart. An officer shaken by the boy that he claimed. 2 bodies lay lifeless, and it's such a shame.
Mind-blowing.
It's such a shame.
Wow. What was I gonna say? James Bond chord. Wow. Guys, you said that I would be out of my mind from this, but this is even better than I thought. So far, there's 3 people who died in this video, as far as I could tell. Jenny, who was stabbed or something, Screech, who was shot by a police officer, and then the camera guy, who was shot by Ren's guitar. But now, it's continuing, we're like halfway through, so there must be some resolution to it. I can hear sounds of a hospital, so there might be some continuation to it. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. amazing storytelling. Again, how much you can do with so little, with single camera shot, with great sound and like great performance, but like the production cost must be pretty low. Like you just have a camera guy, you sort out the sound, but the performance and the ideas in there are what carries it. It's amazing, guys. Wow, I'm speechless. Let's continue. Drop D, or even something else. Drop C, bro. Wow! With all of this skill.
London City, far from pretty. 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. Rhythmic beeps and bloodstains. She saw a lady weep. She's tired and frail. To set the scene, we must rewind the hands of time for Violet's tale.
Oh my God.
Violet was a silent girl, grew up with violent starts. Her mother was a drinker and her father was a bastard. Every night he took her tie but never left the room. I'll spare you with the things he did, I'm sure her mother knew. Violet was a silent girl, she moved out at 16. A semi-detached council flat, paid for by a welfare scheme. Packing shelves at Tesco, stacking jars like pickled bricks. She met a boy named Stevie and he was a little prick. Violet was a silent girl and Violet she fell fast. See, Stevie was a wrong un, but he sure knew how to charm her. Every night he took her tie but never left the room. History repeats itself, he'd paint her black and blue and dark. She never stood a chance. The devil comes to dance.
Wow.
Violet, why are you always so quiet? On her bedroom door and he's irate. He's been drinking and smoking, he's up late. And he stands by her bedside, she shakes, but her eyes stay shut. You fucking slut, I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Violet, why are you lying to me, Violet? She stays silent, things turn violent. That's the sound of his fists when they fall like a crashing pilot. Hit like hailstones, one to the collarbone, full force, full blown, blood splat, bone crack, knick-knack, paddywhack, one to the jaw and the tooth spat, detached fist connects and disconnects a bone. Quick deflect to miss direct the blow, but nonetheless his punches met her throat. Such a mess he's left her bruised and broke. Violet, why you always so silent, Violet? Why you such a little liar, Violet? Do you think I want to do this, Violet? In character, she stays silent. Well, say something, Violet. Silence. Fucking say something, Violet. Silence.
Wow.
Wait. Say something, Violet. Not one word, she stays quiet.
Oh my god.
London city, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. The doctor, in a state of shock, saw something here so very wrong. See, Violet, she was pregnant. Poor Violet, she was 9 months gone. Turning to the doctor, Violet broke her silence and she cried, if I'm to die right here tonight, please let my baby stay alive. The
So much
doctor
emotion.
soon gained composure, called the surgeon to come in. As Violet's world turned to black, the curtains closed, the lights went dim. In London city, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington just lost the fight to stay alive. A tragedy or a miracle, it happened on these very streets. Two twins aligned side by side. A girl named Jenny and a boy named Screech.
Absolute brilliance. So it's even more touching to me, I think, because I live in London and I know exactly what he's talking about. All the crime here, all the poverty that exists here. And I'm sure it's similar in other bigger cities like this, but you can see he lived through this stuff. Like, he experienced either like on the personal level with someone close to him, or just heard of situations where someone would be stabbed in a park, or like a home violence he's describing in the last song, or the last part of this Tale of Jenny and Screech. Like, this stuff happens here. It's the reality, and I think that's why he resonates with so many people, because he's just describing the reality so bluntly and openly, and with so much emotion, and you can see he really lived through that shit. Like, he really experienced some dark places, and that's why people can relate to him, I think. Even the details, the technical details, absolutely are blowing my mind. Like, the guitar in this last song is, you could notice I spent some time trying to figure out what's going on there. It's tuned like minor third lower, so this is C sharp, I believe. He shows his technical abilities, especially on the hospital bed, where he plays this technical. He's kind of showing his technical abilities, but he's not using them just for the sake of it. He's using them artistically. It's not overwhelming. He's using his soft head voice at the beginning to create the atmosphere, and then his masterful play with language. I think I can only appreciate it more now because my wife is a writer. She writes stories, and we discuss this sometimes, and I can appreciate much more now how he's very playful with the words, and it's part of his expression, and it's very rare that musicians are really good at both. Like, when someone's really good at lyrics, they usually not that good with music, or vice versa, or maybe don't have the greatest voice, but he has it all. Like, he has the technical abilities on the guitar, the musical knowledge, the technical knowledge, but also has the artistic balance in him and knows how to create it. Another aspect of this that absolutely blows my mind is the sound, how it's mixed and how it's put together. Like, while he walks through the corridors, through the streets of London, you hear different texture of the sound based on how the sound echoes in the room or on the street, and it co-creates the atmosphere. I think it's a brilliant idea to do it this way, and the fact that they can capture his voice so cleanly, despite that you could see he has like a microphone clipped on here, the guitar is probably plugged in directly through some pickup inside it, but the way it's mixed, like sometimes even like a little bit of reverb added here and there, it's a very subtle, but you can pick up on all of these little things that enhance it, but never overshadow his brilliant performance, and absolutely blown away. Discovery of Ren continues. This has been a great journey for me. Thanks guys for welcoming me so warmly. Thanks guys for watching my videos, commenting, hanging out with me. If you want to request some more, drop it down in the comments or go to my Buy Me Coffee website. Again, if you're into music and you're looking for a guitar coach, guitar teacher, singing coach, or you want to help with music production, songwriting, or how to put it all together, how to release your first cover or anything like that, book a free consultation. I'd like to hear from you. I'd like to chat with you and see how we can make more people musically creative, because I think it's important. And it's also really good for your mental health. It can release a lot of tension and stress inside you. Please subscribe, guys, if you haven't. Welcome if you're new to this channel. Give this video a like. See you in the next one. Keep it funky.